Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since my last video diary update, but I've been working a lot, spending time with family, working on myself, learning more about myself, you know, things like that. And I think it's really important that you do that, that you take a little bit of time out each day to work on yourself, learn about yourself more, because, you know, that work is never done. So whether it be learning something new about yourself or relearning something about yourself, learning something new, period, like a new skill or a new bit of information, finding out what you like, what movies you like, what type of music you like, finding a new band to listen to, learning a new technique to deal with everything. It helps, because the more you learn, the more that you'll be able to, the more that you'll have at your disposal to employ to help yourself through each day. Different ways to help yourself get through the struggle that each day is. Now, I had somebody ask me today what my tattoos mean. I have 5 now, and I figured instead of posting a status on Facebook or writing up a blog and explaining it, I would make a video, because it's more personable, and my tattoos and their meanings are very, very personal to me. And I'm just going to go in chronological order of what I have, and shocker of all shockers, I am actually going to be editing this video and putting pictures of each of my tattoos in it, because it's easier to do it that way than to try to move clothing, and it's more comfortable for me to do it that way too, instead of trying to move clothing on camera and this and that and the other or whatever. So you're gonna see me going like this, but that's because my video editing software sucks really bad, and so after I introduce these tattoos, I'm gonna turn off the camera, put in a picture, so that I can put in a picture, and blah 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 blah, so on and so forth, whatever. The first tattoo I got was, I don't remember the exact date, but it was in September of 2008. That's June, July, August. That's 4 months, just 4, after I was raped. Okay, as you can see, it's on my chest. It's on the right side of my chest, and it says "Big Girl Now." Now bear with me, because all of my tattoos so far have script in them, but it says "Big Girl Now." And to me, well, first it's a song title, but after I got it because it was a song title, but afterwards I realized that it was more than just that. Its meaning to me had nothing to do with the song whatsoever. Like I said, I got it 4 months after what happened to me, and to me it symbolizes the fact that even though I was 18, I wasn't grown up yet. I wasn't ready to grow up yet. But because of what happened, I was forced to grow up a lot quicker than I wanted to. I was forced to grow up a lot quicker than I was ready to. And that's just my reminder that no matter what life throws my way, I'm an adult now. I've gone through things, and I gotta put on my big girl panties and deal with it. It's just the way that life is. Now, my second tattoo is on my ankle. I got it right around my 20th birthday in February of 2010. That was about 5 months after I got out of the hospital, after I attempted suicide. And picture. Okay, as you can see, it says, "Just breathe," and there's, it's got a butterfly and, pretty little, like, pixie dust or whatever over the top. That one is my permanent reminder that no matter how hard it gets for me, I just need to take a step back, take a deep breath, and let it all go. Because I don't want to be in that position anymore. I don't ever want to find myself swallowing a bottle of pills, or cutting myself again, or holding my breath until I feel like my head is about to explode while I'm underwater in the bathtub, or anything like that. Anything that I did, I don't want to be in that position again. I don't ever want to do that ever again. And so when I start panicking, when I start feeling that way, when I start feeling like picking this up and doing damage, I put it down, I put it away, pull up my pant leg, and I just breathe. And the butterfly, I feel, symbolizes where I want to be. I've come to what felt like the end of my life. And it's my reminder that just like a caterpillar, I'm going through that metamorphosis. I'm going through that change. And eventually I will come out the other side, just like a butterfly. And I know that's corny. I know that sounds so corny. But that's what it means to me. Now, this next picture is going to show my third and fourth tattoo, which y'all see, and I think I've explained, you see them all the time, and I think I've explained them in the past in another video, but just for the sake of what this video is, I'm going to do it again. So, here we go. Alright. The first one, the one on my wrist, Survivor, with the ribbon, I got on October 7th, 2011. And that's exactly what it says, Survivor. The ribbon, the teal ribbon, is the awareness ribbon for 20 plus things, but 2 of them, sexual assault / rape and PTSD, are things that I have, along with like anxiety and depression, but I don't think either of those are meanings for that ribbon. But that's just my reminder that I'm a survivor, that I will continue to survive. I'm a fighter. I can make it through this. I have made it through it. And if I keep chugging along, I will continue to be that survivor. And it's there on my wrist so that I can see it all the time, whenever, wherever, no matter what I'm doing, because it's always there in my face. Okay, sorry, I had to cut that off before I was done because I got a phone call. But that's there forever reminding me. Then the 4th tattoo, which is the song lyrics here, I got like 2 weeks later on October 21st, 2011. And it's meant to be curved and kind of off-center like that, because that way it's unpredictable, if that makes any sense, like random and unpredictable or whatever. And that's song lyrics to the song, that's like the first half of the chorus of Unpredictable by Honor Society, who is like my favorite band ever. And that just, it means to me that you can't control life. You can't control what's going to happen. You just got to kind of go with it as it comes. You'll never be able to predict it. Simple, short, to the point. That's what that is. Now, my 5th tattoo, I just got like 2 weeks ago on February 10th of this year. And here's the picture. Alright, so this one, I think, is the most me. Again, it's song lyrics. It's, the words are from the song A Girl's Life, I think is what it's called. I don't know, it's still fairly new to me, so. But it's from the song A Girl's Life by, actually, YouTube stars Megan and Liz. I absolutely love that song, but these words in particular, I take the pen, I control the lines, really resonates with me because I'm a writer. That's what I do. But I haven't really written seriously in a long time because I've lost myself to the craziness that my mind has become since everything happened. And it's also like a metaphor for my life. Like, only I can control my life. I'm not going to let anybody else do it for me. Ever again. And it's like it's got kind of like an old-timey feel. Because I've always felt like a really old soul, and everybody's always told me that I have a really old soul. It's written on a scroll that has been torn and burned, and it's worn and aged. Because I definitely feel aged. Like I said, with my very first tattoo, I was forced to grow up before I was ready to. And the paper, it's like my life. I feel like my life has been ripped and torn and shredded and burned beyond recognition. But it's still there. I'm still here. The writing is still legible. And it's written with a quill a bird's feather, symbolizing I guess, almost symbolizing the fall from grace or whatever. The fall from being up here to all of a sudden something happening, and I've fallen out of my comfort zone. I've fallen out of what I felt like was home and who I was. And I've slowly come down. And then the ink blot. Like, where do I go from here? Okay, I've written it this far, but what do I write next? I don't know. And I'm holding that quill, and that ink is dripping and dripping and dripping as I try to figure it out. I don't know if that makes any sense to y'all, but this is my art, my permanent markings, and it's who I am. I'm literally wearing my life story. You meet me, you see me, I'm walking through the store. Anybody can see my life story right in front of them. Whether they can dig deep enough to understand it and figure it out or not. It's like I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve. It is what it is. Y'all know I always have problems making these videos with the ums and the uhs and the awkward pauses, because I've got so much in my head that I'm trying to get out in a short time so that it can all be put into a video. And this one is probably obnoxiously long, so if you watch the entire thing, thank you. I don't know when I'll be back with another one, but if you have questions that you want me to answer about myself, about what happened to me, about how I deal with things, if you follow me on my blog, leave me a question in the ask box. And if you're just watching from YouTube, leave a question in the comments or message me. If you're watching from where I posted this on Facebook, you can message me or leave a comment there. And that's about it. I can't really say much more without breaking down, so I'm going to leave it at that.